Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be making a yummy lasagna, so stick around and watch if you want. Let's get started. Okay, we have half a pound of pork and half a pound of mild Italian sausage. What is it? Huh? What is it? You gonna help me? You gonna help me? What? You just gonna watch? Okay, go watch. That's Maximus, by the way. He is my big helper. My big helper. Huh? No, you don't need that. You don't need that. Okay. Alright, let me just work up in here. Washing. You gonna learn? Okay, your test will be later. Just turn the cup down, okay? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get this all browned and drained. And then we'll start adding some sauces to it. Okay, while the meat's cooking, we're going to put together our cheese mixture. We've got 2 cups of ricotta cheese. We've got 2 cups of cottage cheese. I get the large curd whole milk. I think it's 4%. Has a lot better flavor than the low fat. Now we have mozzarella cheese. I usually put in about a cup and a half. I can, you can, doesn't have to be exact. Definitely save some for the topping and the layers. Okay, and then we have about a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. So we'll get all that kind of mixed up in here. And I'm going to add 2 eggs also. Lucky for me, I've got fresh eggs. Okay, so we're going to try to pick the largest ones we can find in here. Let's see, this one looks good too. Alright, I'll get this all stirred up, mixed up nicely. Okay, now we're going to have to add our spices to this. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of garlic powder. You don't really need a whole lot because this has such good flavor of its own. And some parsley, dried parsley flakes. Okay, that's probably good right there. Okay, I've got this just about browned all the way. There really isn't enough fat in here to even worry about draining, so I'm not going to. And that makes it a lot easier too. So, saves a whole step. Sometimes the Italian sausage can be a little hard to break up. I don't know why that is. Okay, so now we're going to add some spaghetti sauce. You can add whatever kind of spaghetti sauce you like. And if you don't want to do spaghetti sauce, you could do some tomato sauce and just add your own Italian seasonings if you want. This just happens to be one of our favorite sauces. So that's going to go in there. And some petite diced tomatoes. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, hang on. Petite diced tomatoes, Italian style. Mix this all up in here, and then we're just going to let this simmer for probably about 10 minutes just to get all the flavors married together. And I'm leaving that's what I forgot to tell you. I'm leaving I left the juice in here. I didn't drain this because I've got the no bake, no cook lasagna noodles. So you don't have to cook them ahead of time. But I noticed they do turn out a nicer texture if you have some liquid left in, your sauce, so they can absorb that. Okay, let's let this get happy, and we'll be back. Okay, let's put this all together now. This is my oldest and most favorite baking pan for lasagna. I've been making lasagna in here for years. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of the sauce on the bottom, and that helps keep the noodles from sticking also. I'm gonna try to get a lot of this actual sauce in here, more than the meat, I guess I would say. So the noodles will absorb it and cook beautifully. Okay, that's probably enough for there. Now, 2, 3, 4. Well, I actually remember making lasagna way before these no-cook noodles were around. It makes things a lot easier. I resisted for quite a while, and then I tried them. But, they're fine. They're actually just as good. Okay, put our first layer down. Okay, now I'm going to do a layer of the wonderful cheese mixture. That's ricotta and cottage and Parmesan and eggs and salt and garlic powder and parsley flakes. So you can do a bigger lasagna if you want. It's just us two now, so I don't make a big one. This will give us leftovers though. But so anyway, if you want to make a bigger one, just increase all the ingredients by, you know, like a half, or even double it. Double the whole recipe if you want to. Just use a nice big baking pan. But people make them in all sorts of, make the lasagnas in all sorts of things like Dutch ovens, and I've even seen people making lasagnas in cast iron skillets, which is cool, I guess. I'd be so afraid it would stick in that though. Okay, we're gonna put some of the sauce now on top of this. Gotta make sure and save enough for the top. You ever do that when you're cooking and you get to the very top of something, you don't have enough sauce or whatever it is left over? Like, oh, should have planned ahead a little bit better. I just think after you've done this enough, you just know. I remember I used to follow a recipe for this. Not now. It's all in my head. Sometimes that's a dangerous place to keep things. Okay. Some more of the mozzarella cheese. Save enough for the top. Or the floor. It's gonna be so good. Okay. More noodles. Okay, short guy goes there. These noodles, if you're worried about them like not touching the edges or touching each other or whatever, they swell up. So that's not a big deal. You know, as they cook and absorb all the moisture, they swell up. So, all right. I'm going to do the cheese. So we're only going to do 2 layers in this because it's a small pan. But you can keep doing layers, lots of layers if you want. Got a bigger pan, as many layers as you want. All right, the rest of the sauce. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good. Rest of the mozzarella cheese. And you can add more cheese if you want than what I'm adding. I honestly don't think there could be too much cheese on anything. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this in foil and I'm going to put it in the oven preheated at 375 degrees for between 40 and 50 minutes. What I'll do is I will check it, uncover it and check it at 35 minutes. And the rest of the time it'll get just nice and brown on the top. So we'll be back. Alrighty, this just came out of the oven and it smells so good. So we're gonna cut a piece here and see how it turned out. Gosh, I wish there was smell-o-vision. In this instance, anyway. Okay. Make sure it's not stuck in there. I don't think so. Oh wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And if you can see all the layers in there, how pretty that looks. Looks so pretty, and all the steam coming off of it. Not too sure what the camera's picking up, but it smells just delicious. So yeah, this is gonna be awesome. So anyway, that's the end of this video, and if you would consider liking and subscribing. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. One of the very few things these days that doesn't cost anything. I would appreciate it so very much. Anyway, thank you very much as always, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.